So for this tutorial, I'll be using a size 5mm hook and 3 different colors of yarn. You can use any color of your choice. So I'm going to be working in 5 panels for this tutorial. The 2 front panels, the back panel, and the 2 sleeves. So for the first panel, the first half, Jesus is Lord. So I'm going to start by working with the first half of the front panel. And for this panel, we are going to be working in multiples of 8 plus 7. And you're going to make it long enough to it gets to your waist. So I did a total of 71 stitches, and that's 64 plus 7, making it 71. So for the first row, I'm going to chain 2, and we're going to be doing the treble stitch for this first row. So for the treble stitch, you're going to yarn. So for the first row, we are going to be doing the treble stitch, and for the treble stitch, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to yarn over your hook 2 times and insert it into the third row from the hook. Yarn over, you have 4 left. You yarn over, you have 3 left. Yarn over, you have 2. Yarn over. That's what the treble stitch looks like. So you're just going to be working with the treble stitch for this first row. Okay, so I'm done with the first row. For the second row, I'm going to chain 2. And for this row, we'll be working with the front and back posts, and we'll still be working with the treble stitch. So I'll be putting 1 treble stitch in the first 4 front posts. So this is basically a reef stitch for the treble stitch. So I'm just going to be putting 1 treble stitch in the first 4 posts. Now we'll be working with the back post, so I'll put 4 treble stitch in the next 4 back posts. So now you're going to switch to the front post again. So basically we'll be putting 4 treble stitch in 4 front posts, 4 treble stitch in 4 back posts. You're just going to be alternating the stitch. Now you switch to the back posts. I'm done with the second row. For the third row, I'm going to chain 2, turn my work, and we'll be doing the same thing we did for the second row. We'll be working with the front and the back post, but for the third row we'll be starting with the back post since we started with the front post for the second row. So I'm just going to put the treble stitch into the back post. Now we're going to switch to the front post. And don't forget you're working in 4s, so you're just going to be putting in the first 4, the next 4, and the next 4. Two. Now you're going to switch to the back post. So it's just going to be like a basket stitch. So you're just going to be doing this pattern for the next few rows, and I'm going to come back and show you guys how many rows I did. So for this panel I did a total of 16 rows for the basket stitch. Now I'm going to be doing the second panel for the front panel. So for this panel I did a total of 16 rows, so I'm going to be doing the second half of the front panel. So for the second half I did a total of 34 chains, which is the same length as the base of this other panel. So I'm just going to chain 2, and I'll be putting 1 double crochet in each stitch. For the second row, I'm going to chain 3, and I'll be putting 1 double crochet in each stitch, and that's basically what I'll be doing for the rest of the rows. So I'm going to come and show you guys when I'm about to change the color. Okay, so I did a total of 19 rows. Now I already changed the yarn, so I'm just going to continue from where I stopped. I'm still going to be doing the 1 double crochet in each stitch. So I'm just going to chain 2, and I'll be putting 1 double crochet in each stitch. Sorry, I'm going to chain 3, and I'll be putting 1 double crochet in each stitch. And that's what we'll be doing for the rest of the rows. So I did a total of 30 rows, 11 rows for the black and 19 rows for the other color. So now I'm just going to be joining these 2 panels together, and I want the top to be a v-neck. So I'm just going to show you guys how I'll be joining these 2 ends together. So for the back panel, you're just going to make a chain long enough to go around your shoulder, and then you're going to, where's the end? And then you're going to chain 3. You'll be putting 1 double crochet in each stitch. Crochet in each stitch. So I did a total of 30 rows, which is the same amount of rows I did for this part of the front panel. So now I'm just going to chain one, and I'll be putting one single crochet in each stitch. So I did a single crochet for 20 stitches. Now I'm just going to be decreasing in the next stitch. So I'm just going to decrease. Now I'll continue with one double crochet. So at this end, we're not going to be decreasing or increasing. We're just going to be doing a normal double crochet at this end. So when we get to the end, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work. So we're going to put one double crochet in each stitch until we get to this point where we decreased. Until we get to this point where we decrease, and then we are going to add one, and we're going to decrease at this end and continue. So I'm just going to show you guys what I mean. So I've gotten to this end where I put the decrease, so I'm just going to be decreasing here. Now I'm going to turn my work. So I'm going to chain 3, turn my work, and I'll be putting another decrease in this stitch. So basically we are only going to be decreasing at this end, and this other end is going to be a normal double crochet stitch. So I'm just going to finish it up and come back and show you guys what it looks like. This is what the end of the back panel looks like. It has this symmetrical angle. So now I'm just going to be joining the front and back panel together. So for the neck, I went round with one double crochet to clean up the ends. Now I'm just going to be doing the collar. For the collar, I'm going to tie the yarn any of these ends, and you can decide where you want to tie your yarn, but I want my collar to be a bit up, so I'll just tie it closer to this end. So now I'll be putting one double crochet in each stitch until I get to this to this other end, and then I'll go back.
He said that we should chill. I said, chill where? Where are we going to? Yes, so he thinks maybe in this Cyprus I go around with men, because he told me that since I came to Cyprus, I've not been like I've not want to chill. That me I was doing in love. That many men would have wanted to do things for me, but since me I don't used to. I'm not nasty. So yes, now so all the nasty people that have been fucking him, so he now bring all those girls that they are nasty, that they only want to fuck him or whatever because he's going to give them $200 or $300. Those ones want to chill. He said that when I go out at that, he say that let's smoke. I say I don't want to smoke. I don't want to drink outside because obviously I'm not smoking if my friend is not there or if my man is not there because I cannot trust any idiot. I can't even you can't even give me drink that is open. If I'm not there when you're pouring it, don't come and hand me a drink. I don't know what you put inside. I have to be conscious. So that's why I'm not nasty. Or maybe I do not chill in Cyprus.
So guys, for the sleeves, I'm just going to tie my yarn to this end. And I'll be putting one double crochet in each stitch. I'll be going around with one double crochet. So for the sleeves, we'll just be going around with a double crochet, and that's basically what we'll be doing for the sleeves until you get to the length you want your sleeves to be.